with Chopin overall, though. I think it sounds. I think you're ready. I think.
I'm more confident about it. I think.
Okay, cool. Well, let's just give it a shot then. Okay, let's just start away from the top.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Bravo, Sydney. Nice.
Thanks.
It's getting. I mean, what a huge difference. From the first time, and it's sounding much better. How did you feel when you were playing it?
I felt okay. My eyes went to the next measure on accident.
Don't worry. Like I said, that's always the trickiest part of the piece. But I was gonna say one thing I noticed differently when you're playing this time from the other times you played it is like I'm noticing now your dynamic level is getting much better, especially like as you go, when you're playing going back into the main theme. How you kind of did that nice crescendos. That's getting much better. I would say the ending. See, and I know I've been harping about this, but I think it's getting much. I like how you're pausing. See, but just make sure that those last chords are really nice and soft. I felt like it was just a little bam. A little.
Okay.
Can you try that? Maybe actually, can you take it just starting from the last three chords? So the second measure to the last. So nice and like. See if you can have more. If you
more
can.
Of the E.
Yeah, exactly.
You
the voice.
Can't hear it.
Yeah, but good. I'm glad you noticed that.
It's the pinky problem.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, that was good. I hear the D sharp. Good. Yeah.
I don't think I pressed on this pedal enough.
Yeah. You know what? And I was gonna say these pedals are. I mean, this piano in general, they need to really tune this a little more, and the pedals are very squeaky. But no, I mean, but I'm glad you noticed that. I mean, it's really just hearing the voice into the E.
I think that's probably the most important part of that whole thing is because that's the only thing that's
right. I mean,
really moving.
You know,
is the E going
yeah,
down to the D sharp.
exactly, because you have these nice juicy chords, right? But even though, despite that, these are big chords too. Like we're talking like 4 or 5 finger chords. Um, regardless, you still try to do your best to bring the top. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Even like how you did in the beginning too. I love how you really bring out the melody. I mean, of course, we have the left hand. This big,
Yeah.
But right, we're not gonna play it loud as we are playing the right hand. Okay. But even when you were playing 2C, you can still give us a little bit more left hand. I feel it was a little bit. Can you try a little bit at the beginning? Yeah. I mean, to keep the right hand louder, of course.
Yeah, I noticed it was too soft at the beginning, and I was trying to find kind of that balance between just the right amount and not too loud, and I feel like it's either too loud or too soft right now.
Yeah. Let's give it a try. And then I was gonna say, now.
Do you not want me to pedal at the first note?
I would do it a little slowly after, because when you do it before you hear it's like you hear the echo.
Creak.
Yeah, it's like it's like imagine we're in a recital hall and you hear that, so.
Okay.
Pretend like we're actually playing in a recital hall now. Okay. Nice. Yeah. And maybe you can get a little bit louder here in your right hand.
Here?
Yeah, so like right here, for example, as you go here, as you have just be careful with the pedal.
Oh yeah.
You get
I
a
was
mushy
holding
sound.
it and I got distracted because your dynamics were better than mine.
No, of course not. No. I mean, but I mean, it's and that's the thing too. I mean, I don't know who the editor or the arranger who did this edition, but whoever he or she was, I mean, it did a nice job in putting where exactly your dynamic markings and the crescendos. That's what I was going to say right here while you were playing. Just kind of maybe bring that out a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, other than that, though, I mean, everything else is sounding nice. And, pedal-wise, I mean, it's sounding better. Again, I think it's just the squeaky pedal because you're like the... Yeah.
You can hear it every time I change chords.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a frog, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, no, I think, but overall, I mean, honestly, I mean, I think it's sounding way better than, like, the first time. I mean, we've been working on this piece for, like, how long now? Maybe, like...
3 months?
3 months, right? I mean, but I think it just took you a month to get, all the notes and the tempo and the swing of things. But now we're just kind of like just like hashing little details out here. But no, it's coming along very well. Any questions with this then?
Not this one.
Okay. Did you want to take a look at maybe a few like of the patriotic tunes or?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll just take out. I haven't had the chance to write in the
Now,
chords.
did you have to go back home and get this out when I saw you earlier?
Yeah, I went to get that.
Okay.
I just wanted to, better than using a really bad print up from this LP.
Okay, let me actually, if you want, I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can get more comfortable. How are these pieces? I know we looked at them briefly last time, and for the most part, you have it down pretty well.
Yeah, it sounds better, I think.
Okay.
I've been working on them more when I have free time.
Sure.
What did I do?
Sorry. Think it's okay. Let's start again. It's okay. Nice.
I think that's the best I've ever played it.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, I remember the first time we were just kind of like reading. It was more like, I guess, like Silent was like just reading the, kind of like sight reading. But no, much better. I think the only with this, then I would say maybe of course it's a very short song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But regardless, I would say maybe if you want as like an artistic thing to do is just maybe be more legato.
Okay.
And so of course like the write-in has the melody, so maybe
bring that out more, I think.
Right. You know what I mean? And like right there, even I trimmed the crescendo. So you know what I mean, just to kind of feel it. I know I've asked you this question many times, but like,
do I like singing?
Yeah. And so it helps though. You know what I mean? I don't know if you memorized this piece in general, but
I have not memorized it.
For school sometimes I don't know. Like in my school, they didn't like my sister said they had to memorize this in one of their classes or something. Like sing the whole.
I can play the melody.
Maybe
not the chord structure.
Yeah.
The paper.
But you see what I mean, though. It's just like it's one of those melodies that's so familiar in our head, where you can just easily hum to or whistle.
Right.
And so so I would say like you know what? In fact, just right now, can you just play maybe the melody just for like maybe the first 2 lines or first line and a half? See if you can really just focus on like creating like a nice melodic structure. You know what I mean? And give it some contour and some color. There you go, yeah. Maybe even a little louder. Yeah. Nice, good. Nice. I like it. I like how you just crescendo and you go get softer. Nice. That was way much better too. How did you feel?
I felt better about it.
Nice. Yeah.
It's very hard, I think, to play expressively on the piano because you have so much going on.
Yeah.
I think it's easier on other instruments, and I'm not saying that pianists don't play expressively because there's a lot of really excellent expression in piano playing. But I feel like it's harder for me to think of it this way because I have to think of 2 things at once, unlike with the clarinet where I just form the embouchure and I play
it. You're totally right. I feel like, pianists, it's because we use both our hands, you see, and that's...
Yeah.
And that's on our hands. We get to focus on our arm motion, and, people just think it's just playing our fingers, but there's more to it, though, you know what I mean? And so... But no, I think with any instrument, like a trumpet, when I hear a trumpet, I wish I could play the trumpet. That's one of my dream instruments.
It is so hard to play.
Oh, I know, yeah. And just to get a nice tone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that and the violin, too, it's just really, just to get a nice little tone and a feel. But, yeah, with piano, I think it's just all about, in this case, knowing where the melody is. And that's why I was asking you if you can kind of just play just like the right hand. You see, because the left hand, the left hand, it's pretty straightforward. You're just doing... You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so, this is my favorite part.
Oh, the thirds.
Because it's 3 and 5, and then 4, 4, 1, 3.
Right. Yeah. And so but like I said, definitely in this, even like I'm just gonna kind of look ahead, for example. Even like it's mostly with all these patriotic songs because the melodies are just so famous. We all know them. Even something like this. If you're just
that's when it's easy to mess it up.
America the Beautiful.
No.
Oh.
I think it's easier to mess up a melody that people know, and they'll know when they're critical.
Yeah. But, like, take this one, for example. Like, don't even just play the song. Can you just play the melody for me? Just...
Sure.
Nice. You can crescendo. 2, 3. Nice. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, that's it exactly. How did you feel?
I felt better about it. It's less overwhelming when you just have to play one note at a time.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, like, this is a great strategy. Just so you know, at least, and this doesn't have to be with the patriotic tunes. It could have been even with the Chopin or any piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can apply it to your the clarinet, but I don't know about that because you're just playing one voice line.
Yeah, it's one voice line.
But
it's less to think about melodically.
Yeah, but in piano though, whenever you're practicing, I would just do maybe just the melody line, and just focus on that. And then it'll get stuck in your head, and
yeah.
After that, everything else becomes easier. But any questions or anything?
Not really.
How do you feel overall with the patriotic tune? It's pretty good though.
I feel better.
Okay.
I think the worst one is the Star Spangled Banner, but every time I play it, it gets a little bit better, and I don't